No phone in bed. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 99 of the Showerpodcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and I really hope my girlfriend will never watch this episode because she might get very mad at me. Jokes aside, it's something that I discussed also with her, but I wanted to go back to a more relaxed episode, a more classic episode of the Showerpodcast, also because, again, the one tomorrow will be special. Unfortunately, for personal reasons, I will not be able to do the, let's say, magical episode that I had in mind. But fortunately, the topic I had it in mind till episode 1, and I'll try to make the, let's say, the episode a bit more interesting, but this will be for tomorrow. Why do I say that? Now, I think that anybody that, lives on this planet and has ever had a smartphone in his hand has always heard about this. Don't use it too much, don't use it when you go to bed, don't use it when you wake up, and the classical stuff. The thing is that I don't want to necessarily tell you that you should or you should not use it. As you know, you can do whatever you want, but I like to argument a bit why I don't do it and why I believe that it's actually like a very simple tweak can change your perspective. To me, it all has to do with the importance and the consequences that every space that we have, be it at home specifically, but also wherever we are, where the workplace, the usual pub, where you go out with your friends, every space should, if you have the luxury, because it is a big luxury, but if you can, each place should be designated to a specific task. If you are in your office, you are at the office. You are either working or you're doing something important, and you have a certain mindset when you do that. When you are in a certain pub, you are with some friends, maybe with them you are a bit more casual, you don't have to care all that much. Whereas maybe in the bar next to the office where you go with your colleagues, you're still, having fun, but you are also using a more reserved tone, you are being a bit more serious, you're a bit more, let's say, alert on what you say and how you behave. And this is healthy, this is very good, because the most important thing that we don't realize, and it's, again, the tricky part is that all those things that I'm saying is not that something that you decide necessarily. Those are things that instinctively we are, let's say, programmed to do or very good at doing, or if we really want to explain it, our brain is just lazy. Our brain is lazy, it doesn't want to do much. So if he knows that in that place you're behaving in this way, super easy, approved, go with it. Whereas what happens a lot of times, and now for all of you that have had, unfortunately, the chance to live during the Corona period, especially if you were studying or working, you will realize and you will remember that one of the toughest things was to have to do everything in a single space. Your room was your office, it was your place where, you were staying with your kids, with your partner, you were having dinner, you were exercising, you were planning your future, you're planning vacations, and the list goes on. It's simply too much. It requires so much effort to be able to switch your mentality, your habits, when you are in a single space. And all of this to say that the moment that you introduce something else in the bedroom, specifically being on your phone, doing stuff on your phone, just relaxing, on the bed, it creates a contradiction in your brain, because usually, he's like, yeah, here is where I sleep. When I go to bed, I just go to sleep. The moment that you start spending time on your phone and being alert, and specifically, unfortunately, with all the social media content that we all, unfortunately, again, consume, you are very alert. Your dopamine is super, super high. So the more you scroll, the more you're on it, the more the brain you're like, I can also, be very energetic when I'm in bed. You do it one day, you do it 2 days, you do it 5 days, months pass, and at some point you will struggle to fall asleep. And again, it's not something that it's black or white. The moment that you bring the phone in the bedroom, it's over. You will not be able to sleep. That's not true. There are still so many other factors that are, at play. But if you can, the moment that try to wait until the very last moment that you can to go to sleep. But the moment that you do, stop it with everything. If I can give you a actionable advice and, actually an alternative to this, when you finished your day, when you washed your teeth and you're ready to go to sleep, I will go first with my, let's say, nerd advice. Don't put your phone to charge if you can overnight. Even though the technologies have improved and now your phone is able to recognize when you wake up, it's not necessary. All phones more or less charge super fast, and the time that you are required in the morning to get ready, it's gonna be charged. I don't know, keep your phone like at 60% when you go to sleep, wake up with 50, plug it in, and your battery will last, 1 more year. This is guaranteed by me. But besides this, this small tech moment, put your phone down, put your alarm, and when you wanna, go to sleep, and if you're struggling, try to put on some music, be it, let's say, some white noise, some background music, a podcast. I don't maybe not necessarily recommend it, because even though sometimes we talk about stuff that makes you think. So maybe the Shower Podcast is not necessarily there for sleeping, but maybe my voice helps you fall asleep. That is also a possibility. I've heard a lot of people telling me that they do like my voice. So if that helps you, I also recommend it. I should maybe add that to the list of things that you can do while you listen to the Shower Podcast. But really, try just to put something that you have in the back of your mind. You are listening, but not really actively. So that's why I recommend like background music or music that relaxes you. Because again, you don't have to put really all that much effort into it. It's there, it's going, but you don't have to actually do something about it. And you'll see that suddenly at some point, you'll just fall asleep. The nice thing is that on your phone, or if you have a speaker, whatever it is, there is a possibility now to put timers, so turn off the music in 20, 30 minutes. And it's something that I actually do the nights that I struggle to fall asleep, or that I don't feel really that tired, but I don't want to stay up. I just go to bed, put some music in the background, super, super low volume, and I try to fall asleep. And slowly but surely, it always works. So really, think twice before you start, tomorrow morning or whenever it is. If you really want to, and you just woke up, you want to relax, make the minimum effort of maybe even you can take your blanket with everything that you have on the bed, your pillow, but go to the sofa, go to another place. Don't stay in bed. You can still relax, you can still use it, you can stay there and rot for 2 hours. That's not an issue. The issue is doing it in bed, because again, it creates a connection that shouldn't be there. And without knowing it, it could, heavily hinder you. So yeah, that was it for today. As I said, nothing too crazy, but it was worth sharing. Again, if it's something that you can do, I can guarantee you that it's a benefit. If you cannot, try to work on it. It's not the end of the world, but at the end, again, it's better if you don't. Having said that, this was episode 99 of the Shower Podcast. Thank you very much for listening. Tomorrow it's going to be the big day. I think it's the last time that I'm going to say it, also because it's the last time that it's going to be one episode from episode 100. And let me know if you are able to do that. Let me know in the comments. And wish you all a great morning or evening whenever you're listening to this. And see you at the next one.